Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This will be turn one of my solo wargaming campaign game for this season, this part of season 2. This is like the third or fourth battle. I can't remember which one. It's all been kind of a blur. I've had a lot of family issues going on, so I haven't really kept up on it. But I'm trying to get back into it, and so I just thought I'd put out some units and play me a game and see how this goes. So we're in the orders phase, and the Roman left division moved 2 moves out. The light cavalry really jumped out there. They're already going to be able to shoot at the Iberian medium cavalry. Obviously the infantry moved us 2 moves, and then let's move on down and look at the rest of the orders phase. All right, the center division failed its orders. I decided not to use the general's reroll and let him take over command of this division kind of early in the game to be wasting that. And so let's move over to the Roman right, where things got a little interesting. Well, okay, on the Roman right, we had a blunder rolled, and then rolled a 1 on the blunder table. So instead of having the division flee off the table kind of early in the game for that sort of shenanigans, although I could see it happening, especially if it was like the Allied division, I could see that happening, but not the... I could see where like this could represent miscommunication, bad orders, somebody didn't get the message, just total confusion going on. So since it was a division order, I gave every unit a wound, and then I disordered them all. I think that's a big enough penalty without having them flee off the table. I think that that will hurt them in the long run. But I had to do something to them for the blunder, so I decided to go with this route, disorder all the units, and give each unit a point of damage. All right, let's do a little of that shooting over there for that Iberian light cavalry. They were the only ones in range, and we'll see if they can do anything. All right, these Iberian light cavalry tossed their javelins at the Iberian medium cavalry, and they failed to do any damage whatsoever. So the first Roman turn was not very good, not very exciting at all. Let's switch on over to the other side to see how the Iberians fare. All right, let's see what happened here in the orders phase for the Iberians of turn 1. The commander on the Iberian right was very fortunate. He got 3 moves off, and the medium cavalry charged their alternate unit for the Roman allies, Iberians. They charged the light cavalry. They had a move of would be 27 inches because they passed it by 3, so they had 3 moves. So everybody moved out really far, really got the advantage going here. We've made contact with a lot of units. Some light infantry got contacted by the Iberian Catrate. The light cavalry got contacted, and everybody else moved really far forward. So we'll see how this combat turns out. Let's move to the center. Okay, on the center, the Iberian commander only passed his order roll by 1, so the entire unit only moved 1 move. So let's move to the left. Here on the Iberian left, they failed to move at all. They didn't blunder, but they did fail to move. So the Roman right blundered and got nothing done, and the Iberian left got nothing done. So that's interesting. So it's kind of skewed to the other side of the other end of the table for all the action. So let's get down here and do some combat, because there's not going to be any shooting. So let's do some combat and see what happens. Alright, let's talk about the combat phase here. The Iberian cavalry charged the light cavalry, winning the combat by 4, even though they did 6 points of damage, creating a shaken condition on the Roman allied light cavalry, and believe it or not, they rolled a 12 and passed and just gave ground in good order. So they're shaken, but they lost the combat, and I kept the Iberian cavalry in contact with that unit. Okay, so that ought to be interesting. And just to the top of them, which would be heading towards the center of the table, that little combat between the open order Catrate and the skirmishers turned into a slap fight, each one doing a point of damage, so no harm, no foul. And that brings us to the end of the Iberian turn 1. So some things happened, some things that were kind of interesting. We'll see how turn 2 goes. We're going to cut this video off right here. We'll kind of do it by turns, and that way we don't make this video so excruciatingly long. Alright, that's enough for turn 1. Everybody stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back here in a little while with turn 2.